Hello, beautiful people of the East Bay. This is Tania Pulido in Detroit, Michigan at the U.S. Social Forum. This is day 3 of our trip, and let me tell you, today was so eye-opening. I went to a workshop about COINTELPRO, and it was basically a discussion about what the government was doing. The federal government began to do in the 50s, 70s, and 80s, and it continues to this day, but the first half was about specifically from the 50s to the 70s and how it was just getting rid of all these grassroots leaders in communities because they were changing the consciousness of people. And it talked about Martin Luther King, the Native Americans, talked about Chicanos at the time and the Black Panther movement and how all of those movements got destroyed by the government. So it was definitely an eye-opening experience and really eye-opening, and it just, you know, made me think of this whole capitalist mentality of exclusion, elimination, get rid of your enemy, which to us is really our brothers and sisters. So yeah, but then I balanced it out, which was good because I didn't want to go to sleep just thinking about that. I met up with some of my brothers and sisters from the East Bay, specifically Oakland though, and they're doing a lot of the same work I'm doing in Richmond, and we just talk about spirituality and how implementing that in our work. We talk about permaculture, which is the opposite of capitalism, and yeah, it's basically the opposite of capitalism. It's just about how do you include every element, like how do you find beneficial relationships between all elements. So when you do one thing, you're not just thinking about one element benefiting from it, but you're thinking about all elements that are going to be affected. So that was a really deep conversation that I had, and I was so happy to know that everyone that was in that little circle wants to meet up once we get back to the East Bay and discuss more and how we can get together and make an alliance between Richmond and Oakland and what we're doing. So that was super exciting. I can't wait to go back to the East Bay and meet up with those folks. But yeah, that was basically like the main thing that got to me today, and the main message that it really hit me, and definitely going to keep in mind everything that I've learned today and figure out how it's going to affect my work that I do. And I feel like it's just such a perfect time right now to be observing all this information, because I'm going through a transition where it's about to be my birthday soon, so I'm getting older, and I feel so thankful to be here right now at a time of a really big transition in my life, and be able to reflect, and not just reflect with my thoughts, but reflect with thoughts and ideas of people who are in the movement and who are in the struggle and fighting against oppression in their communities. So yeah, thank you for listening to my blog, and good night everyone.